So Bob, I know a lot of people are doing well on Ethereum, all via IPFS. I mean, what's the big deal? They're doing just fine, right?
Yeah, that's a great question, and that's probably the biggest, critique to this particular point is people are using IPFS to store all sorts of things that they don't want to store on chain because it's too expensive. Specifically, what are the advantages to having everything on chain? If you can store data and do your compute and host your site all in the same place, why not? It's a better developer experience to have everything in the same place rather than having to go to different places to host your assets. So on Ethereum, for example, yeah, you can host your NFT smart contract on chain, but then your asset is going to have to be an IPFS. And then if you're going to have a minting website, your minting website's going to have to be hosted somewhere else. You can maybe do an IPFS hosted website, maybe Arweave, maybe you just, give up and go with like some Web 2 infrastructure. But on the internet computer, it's really convenient to do everything in kind of one cohesive experience all in the same place. Developer experience is a lot better. Another benefit is you have, well, we don't have this yet, but there are discussions happening about it, and it's permanent storage. Permanent storage essentially means you pay an upfront cost, and that upfront cost is projected to cover the entire, I don't know what the lifetime of the canister would be. I mean, we could be talking decades or even centuries.
So it becomes immortalized.
It could become immortalized. I mean, barring like World War III or nukes take out the planet.
Everybody save the subnets!
Permanent storage would be a way to fund a canister or a smart contract up front, and then your data's never going away forever, essentially. And that's a really cool model. We don't have that yet on the internet computer, but I think we'll get it eventually. The third reason why it's better to store data on the internet computer is hypothetically better uptime.
Better uptime.
Better uptime meaning, if the US West, AWS servers go down, your NFT assets aren't going to go down with it. So by default, all subnets in the internet computer have 13-fold replication, meaning your data is copied across all 13 nodes in the subnet. Even if percentage of those nodes were to go down, you would still be able to access your data or your NFT resources or whatever you're storing on chain. So you do get a little bit better uptime. I mean, there are ways to do this on other infrastructure. Like you could do this on AWS, but it's just easier to do it on the IC because you just do DFX deploy. And by default, you're given instant replication for all the data you store. I mean, I'm sure there are services that do this, but again, just going back to the developer experience, really nice to have the kind of streamlined all-in-one experience for developers.